Hi everybody, my name is Nusura and I'm from Morogoro where SEGA is located. And yeah, thank you so much for coming here today and celebrating women all over the world. We really appreciate for your support that you've given to SEGA and Nurturing Minds. I'll go directly to introductions. So my name is Nusura I graduated from SEGA in 2015, and right after I graduated from SEGA, I joined the Msichana wa Kisasa internship program where I worked as a community facilitator. We went into the community and taught girls life skills, saving, entrepreneurship, just providing them with the skills that SEGA had helped us with while we were students. At this time, it was when we were waiting for Form 4 national results. After when we were done, the results eventually came, but I applied to the African Leadership Academy in South Africa and got selected. We were actually 5 out of all the applicants from Tanzania. I went to South Africa for my high school education, which was 2 years of high school, and it was really amazing. I learned so much about leadership, so much about community and like volunteering and helping the people, but also African studies and writing. But I also did classes on economics, geography and math. So it was a really a great opportunity for me because it was the first time studying out of the country, and I'm so grateful for SEGA because they helped me with that. Right after I graduated from high school, I took a professional gap year where I interned with a lot of different organizations, including Boston Women's Fund in Boston. I also interned with Save the Children. After I was done interning in the US, I went back to SEGA and worked with the Education for Life department. It was an amazing opportunity for me, especially going back, connecting with the students again, and being in an environment where I consider it home. Right after my internship with SEGA, I joined the African Leadership University now. I did a degree in global challenges, specifically in women and youth empowerment together with education. I've currently just finished. I'm waiting for my graduation now, which is so exciting. But as I wait, I am interning with an organization here in Tanzania. It's based both in Tanzania and Rwanda. I work with the marketing team together with the fundraising team to help use stories and reach out to as many people as possible. And that's what I'm currently doing, but let me welcome others. They will come and introduce themselves and you get to know a little bit about themselves. We'll start with Bifa.
Hello everyone, my name is Witness and Lucia. I graduated at SEGA in 2019, and after I graduated I used to practice the activity of poetry, in which it's a skill I got in SEGA. After there, the results were out and I was selected in one among the best schools, a special school in Tanzania, which is Tabora Girls Secondary School, and I studied PCM, stand for Physics, Chemistry and Mathematics. I like science, that's why I took the subjects. After there, I got a good division in which it sent me in a better university too. But before that, after I finished high school, I used to volunteer in Fundisha, in which I did the activity of librarian and tutorial teacher, like helping children and other people who are studying there, because it's not a school, it's like a center where like everybody can learn, elders, children, like there are people of different ages. So I used to teach them physics, math, geography, whatever I can do to help them pursuing their dreams too, as I am right now. I was selected to join University of Dar es Salaam, pursuing the course of civil engineering. Yes, thank you.
Alright, now it's your time.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Alicia Jonas Kunambi. I graduated at SEGA in 2019. Through SEGA, I got scholarship in Unite organization, where they also helped me to get in my advanced level of education. So there I went after graduating at SEGA. I got my advanced level of education at Arusha, where I was taking ECA subjects, means economics, commerce and accounting. After I was done with my A-level, I was selected at the University of Dar es Salaam, and right here now I'm taking Bachelor of Commerce in Banking and Financial Services. But When I was done with my advanced level of education, I got some experience there of doing cashier in my auntie's restaurant. So I was working there as a cashier.
Thank you so much. So potentially we have a banker coming up and we have a civil engineer coming up. So, and these are all products of SEGA. So now we're going to dive into some questions so that you can get to hear our perspective on a few things. As we know, today is International Women's Day. I have a few questions for all of us here. Yeah. So the first one is, what does International Women's Day mean to you in particular?
Okay, this means to me like it's the day in which the woman internationally celebrates the achievement they made culturally, politically, financially, and in education level. And in this day, people make events, celebrations in different organizations and stakeholders, and in which this celebration and events make everybody get to know like the position of a woman in the society and how important we are. We need to be given a chance to make decisions because we can also do what men does.
So what does it mean for you?
For me, Women's Day, the day that we celebrate the achievements that we have done and the changes that happened from where we were until now. And so it has been seen that for years back, women were not given priorities in many issues. For instance, in families where women were not given priorities in making decisions, and also young girls were not being sent to school, then only boys were studying. But also, even if girls are going to school, then some subjects were selective to girls, that maybe girls could not study science subjects. But also in politics, that women were not given high positions. But now, then the changes that happened, as you can see now, all of us here got education and we are still studying. But also in politics, we have our president who is the woman, Mama Samia. But also in our families, we girls can make changes. We can make decisions. For instance, when you are taking example of myself, I can make a decision and we can follow in our family. So this day, we are celebrating the achievements that have been made to girls and women at large. And also we are trying to remember what our grands passed through, and now we are taking those challenges that they faced. We are making them, we are trying to improve them. From what I see, in years to come, we women are going to be more better than now. And so this day is so important as we are trying to showcase that the achievement that we have been done. And also through this day, all women in the country, they will get to know that who they are, and hoping that every woman will know who she is, and hoping that years and years to come we are going to make a lot of changes.
So you've heard, I definitely 100% agree. It's a day where we celebrate the achievements we've made as women and the processes that we keep on changing and changing. And we all believe that we can't do this alone. Not like only girls or women are supposed to celebrate women. I feel like it's the opportunity, it's everybody in the community has to come together and celebrate and see the importance that we have in the community. Now to the next question. How was your experience being a student at SEGA, and how has SEGA prepared you to become who you are today, or how has SEGA prepared you for the future?
Okay. First of all, I've got a lot of experience when I was studying at SEGA, and beginning with business or entrepreneurship experience that I got from SEGA. For instance, I got the experience about poultry. Then we were like selling our school shop, making cakes, making sewing. We are making clothes there. Through all those entrepreneurship skills that I got from SEGA, I got a chance to apply them when I was at home. For instance, sewing. my mom is having a sewing machine, so I was able to use those experience that I got from SEGA to earn some money that could help us at home. And also my sister had a shop, so through the experience that I got from SEGA, I could be able to help my sister on different calculations and management of that shop, and we could see the changes before and after. So through this business experience that I got from SEGA, it has prepared me for the future, that I'll be able to make my own business and manage it perfectly as if I couldn't get that experience. Another good example of the experience that I got from SEGA is about mentoring program. First, when I was in Form 3 at SEGA, I had a family of something like 9 children. So through that experience, when it helped me in my advanced level of education, even here in university, to create families, like friends or groups, so that I can socialize with them well, but also I can. When I was a mentor in SEGA there, we could have meeting and feel other people's what they are passing through. So it has helped me that I can feel other people. I can be concerned with other people's problems, and we can share different things. So through that mentoring program at SEGA has helped me in my future to be very concerned about others, but also it helped me to be a good mother. I hope I'm going to be a good mother of my children and in my family.
Yeah, so just to explain a little bit about the mentoring program at SEGA, in case you have no idea what it is. So it's basically a group of Form 3 students being the big sisters, who would call them mothers, and then taking care of the younger ones, the Form 2, the Form 1s, and the pre-Form 1s. So yeah, the big sisters are taking care of the younger ones. You have a small family of, let's say, 9 to 11 students, and then they have 2 or 4 Form 3s taking care of them. So yeah, when you're in Form 3, you get the experience to be a big sister. But then when you're in Form 2, Form 1, and Pre-Form 1, you get the experience of being a child, maybe the children, which is that now the younger sister, and learn from the big sister. It was actually a great experience that I can also tap into that, because I learned so much being a mentor at SEGA, because most of the opportunities that I had later, like working with SEGA again, I was basically being a big sister to the younger ones, and it was the experience when I was in Form 3 that really helped and put me in the position to also help to the younger ones. And yeah, I've also, as being a community facilitator or educator back when I was doing Msichana wa Kisasa program, it really helped to understand the teenagers, the young people's problems, and see how I can help to solve, and maybe if I don't have a solution to it, find somebody who could help solve the problem. But yeah, we are now going to go to Mbise and ask, how was your experience being a student at SEGA, and how do you think SEGA prepared you for the future?
SEGA is a very good school, and in SEGA we learn so many things apart from education. We have very many extracurriculums, and SEGA gave me different exposure. Like, one of it is community outreach, and this is a program in which we visit different people outside SEGA, the people who are in need, like people with disabilities, orphans, elders, and others. So through this, SEGA creates something in our hearts, like feeling feeling the same others feels, and
the spirit of giving back.
Yes, and the spirit of giving back to others. And a good case is when I was in high school, I had a good communication with my fellows, and we had like 2 girls in which we were helping them living good in school. I mean, they came from a very hard family, so we came up with that campaign of helping them, and we did it until we are out there. So this was so good, and like it creates something in us. Also, being at SEGA, I got different exposure too. And when I visited, when I was selected to go and learn more about leadership, and we went to Kenya in a summit known as East African Leadership Summit, in which we learned different things like different skills, communication skills, entrepreneurship skills, leadership skills, negotiation skills. These all skills, when you put them together, help us live well in our societies, make business, communicate with others, do different things in the society. Also, the classes at school were so good. The teachers are very good. The teachers are experienced. They teach us very well in such a way. They give us go ahead on what we are going to learn in coming days. And personally, the science classes were so good to me, and that's why nowadays, that's why currently I'm studying the course in science subject. I'm studying the civil engineering. This is because of the teachers at SEGA, because they pave a good way for me to become someone in future.
We've had for community outreach programs, the amazing teachers that we have at SEGA, really teachers who care and like pay attention to the students. It really helped all of us, and yeah, we're very grateful to have that SEGA community. As you can see, even after SEGA, you continue meeting the people that you went to school with. There's still a community even after SEGA. I learned so much while being a student there. Now, when I was coming to start pre-form 1, it was my first time coming to the city, and getting to meet these new people from different parts of Tanzania. The whole experience was overwhelming in a good way. Having a support system that is always there for you. When you have questions, you ask, they're there to help you. We were just starting to learn English. The teachers were there to answer any kind of questions that you had. The matrons were there to help you when you're sick. The counselors were there to help you with your emotional support. And there were games where like you could go to the soccer field and play different games. We had netball. So it was like fun environment to learn. It was like you feel at home, you know. I always keep saying when people ask me so many questions like what would you describe SEGA? Let's say in one word, I would say SEGA is home for me. Like it's really my home. When I go back to SEGA, I feel like I'm back home, and my family is there. My sisters are there. We were very young when we started school. Now we're big sisters. We've learned so much, and SEGA was foundation for most of us. SEGA was the foundation that we all needed. Being able to share your ideas so that others also understand what you're saying, what you're trying to communicate. Being able to create families, like your own kind of family. We're really grateful for SEGA. Now, if it wasn't for SEGA, where do you think you would have been right now?
SEGA has been a good foundation for me and has driven me from very far to where I am right now. And looking at the age I am right now, and looking at who I am right now, and looking at the girls of my age, I think I'll be a mother right now, having 2 or 3 children, or I'll be in some other places doing other activities like a household keeper, and just to get money to live. And if not that, I don't think so if I'll be in this stage, because SEGA has supported me financially, and I think this was the biggest challenge of me. And yeah, that's why I'm here right now, because they supported me in my O-level studies, and still right now SEGA is the one paying for me my university fee and meals, accommodation, and everything. So I'm very glad to have SEGA, and I'm very glad to be one among the family member of SEGA. And
thank you so much for sharing that. Now, Lucia, if it wasn't for SEGA, where do you see yourself right now if SEGA wasn't in the picture?
Okay, I think I could just be a mother right now with more than even one child, but also maybe I could just be in another place, not study right now. When looking at my family, I'm having two sisters, and all of them are now married, and having a young sister who is now in Form 3. So in my family, I'm the only one who is studying, and I'm the only one who have reached in university. So through SEGA, I can now see that I'm going to accomplish my dreams, in which before I couldn't even think of how will it be, because I was in the dark. I was I was just thinking of maybe in future I would like to be somewhere. I would like to be a banker, I don't know, cashier, but I couldn't know where will I pass and how will it be for me to reach there. But through SEGA now I can see my future life, that I'm going to accomplish my goals.
Yeah, so definitely, I think we most of us, most of the girls from SEGA, we almost come from similar backgrounds, not exactly the same, but almost our stories are almost similar, but different in our own ways. I have some of my friends from primary school, and I know one who has 3 children now, and I'm guessing that's where I would have been. I'm the first person to in my family to ever graduate from university, which is just a dream. It's so big to me that I don't even know how to explain and put words into that. So, and yeah, I just, if somebody comes and asks me, without SEGA, where would you have been? I'm thinking maybe in a family, married to some man that maybe I didn't even like, and yeah, just trying to live life with my babies, and maybe a farming. So it's too much. I'm so grateful. We are very grateful for the opportunity that we got to attend SEGA and where we are right now.
I can add something. SEGA has also changed the life story of my life, in the sense that I'm having older sisters. The first sister got married, didn't study. The second, the same. But here, through SEGA, I changed that life story, that I'm now studying. So my parents are just wishing me the best, because I'm the first child in our home to reach in this level of education where I am.
What do you plan to do when you're done with your university?
For me, soon after I'm done with my university, I'm planning to work with an organization as a cashier. So I'll be volunteering at first and sharing my skills which I got from the university. And also through sharing my skills in that organization, I'll also be able to gain a lot of experience from that organization. So I'm planning to work with organization. Yeah.
All right. And you?
Okay, personally, the course I'm taking needs a lot of experience for me to be employed or to work with different companies or working with
The government.
the government. So my plan after I graduated at university is getting to volunteer in different government organizations to gain more experience so that I can fit in the market of engineers, and that's what I'm planning to do.
As for me, I shared a little bit about what I'm doing. I've just finished university. I'm currently volunteering with Magofam, a company based in Rwanda and Tanzania. I'm working with the marketing team together with the fundraising team. And yeah, at the same time, I'm also applying to different job positions and waiting to hear back from a lot of them. The goal is to work for at least 2 to 3 years and then go back to do my master's in either non-profit management or public relations or business leadership. Between those three, that's why I needed the experience first before going to my master's. At first I thought maybe right after uni I'll go to do my master's, but then I came back and realized that maybe I need some experiences to actually figure out what exactly I would be interested in taking while doing my master's. So yeah, I'm currently doing that. So as you've heard from my experiences, SEGA is a solution to breaking circles of poverty. We've all changed our stories because of SEGA. We are all educated right now. They're in universities. I'm done. Most of us are first generation students in our family. So yeah, SEGA has moved us from like the stories that we would have never imagined that we'll be where we are right now. So we've seen, we've had opportunities, we've experienced what it means to be in a big family that care for you. So SEGA has been a big solution to all of us. This is just an example of SEGA products. There's so many of us in the communities, in universities. We are honored to have been a part of SEGA and continuing to be the big family that we are right now. We are all very grateful to have you supporting Nurturing Minds in SEGA, and we hope you continue supporting. And everywhere we go, we're going to raise SEGA flag very high. We're going to show that we are from SEGA. So we're going to thank you by helping our communities, by helping our families, and helping ourselves. And yeah, so together we say Happy International Women's Day, and thank you. Bye bye.